Thank you very much. Responses? The member for York South-Weston.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am honoured to rise on behalf of the official opposition and speak to the very well-deserved commemoration marking the month of June as the Italian Heritage Month. Yesterday, on June 2nd, marked the 75th anniversary of Festa della Repubblica, when the Republic of Italy was formally established. It is unfortunate that due to the COVID, that the usual yearly celebrations with flag raising, music, food and community will not take place in quite the same way. However, I'm sure we can make up for that when things reopen and we can enjoy and celebrate the culinary and cultural joys that the Italian community brings to this province. Italian Heritage Month was first proclaimed in Ontario 2010. In the spirit of bipartisanship, 3 members of the provincial parties came together to co-sponsor that bill. I would like to acknowledge and thank former parliamentarians Peter Sherman, a Conservative representing Thornhill, Mario Sergio representing the York West, and the official opposition's own pastor, MPP Rosario Marchesi from Trinity Spadina. Party politics was put aside, and these 3 MPPs were able to pass the very fitting legislation that will forever mark June as Italian Heritage Month. Mr. Speaker, the Italian community has brought so much to our society, and the influence is everywhere you look. Italian Canadians, in fact, are amongst the earliest Europeans to have visited and settled the country. Before I get to talk about the wonderful contributions of Italian Canadians, I would like to remiss if I don't touch on the overdue apology given by the federal government of Canada to Italian Canadians last week. A sad and regrettable chapter in the history Canada occurred in 1940, when Canada interned more than 600 people of Italian heritage and declared about 31,000 as enemy aliens. The Prime Minister rightfully formally apologized to the tens of thousands of innocent Italian Canadians who were labelled enemy aliens, and to their children and the grandchildren who have given so much to Canada. We need to apologize and make amends for our past wrongs as a country, and I'm hoping this step helps in the healing. Mr. Speaker, Canada is now home to 1.6 million Italian Canadians, and we are fortunate to have close to 1 million Italians that call Ontario home. Italian Canadians helped to build the Toronto and the GTA. We know, and they continue to do so, and are well represented and active union members of LIUNA and carpenters, among others. The historic building we work in, as countless other historic buildings and homes, were constructed with the fine artistic craftsmanship that Italians are recognized worldwide for. Mr. Speaker, I mentioned union involvement, and that involvement, which today translates to tremendous advocacy for workers' rights and fair pay and working conditions, comes directly from the exploitations of Italian labour in the post-war period. By the 1960s, it is estimated that over 15,000 Italian Canadians worked in the unregulated residential construction sector as bricklayers, labourers, carpenters, plasterers and cement finishers. This sector was nicknamed the jungle for the complete lack of safety and the chaotic employers who would often not pay. People were getting injured and dying on the job. At one point, the local Italian newspaper stopped reporting deaths on the front page because it was such a common occurrence. Against backdrops, the Italian community banded together and formed unions.
I apologize to the member for York South-Weston. I'm going to have to ask the members to quieten down, please. Member for York South-Weston.
Community banded together and formed unions to better protect themselves. These were not easy times, and one only has to speak to Italian elders to hear those heartbreaking stories. This is why it's so important to commemorate Italian Heritage Month. We need to learn the history, and we need to celebrate and take part in the incredible culinary achievements in Italian restaurants, bakeries and households. We need to delight in the beautiful music and enjoy the many contributions of Italian Canadians, the strong family commitment, the respect for elders, and belief in giving back to community is a lesson we should all follow. The influence of Italian Canadians is forever to be felt, and we need to celebrate and thank Italian Canadians for their sacrifices and contributions to our society. Grazie mille. Saluto.
Thank you very much.